Hi, chat. Welcome back. What do you mean, ban me? Slug, what do you mean, ban me, you bastard? What do you mean, go? This is my fucking stream, you fuck. Oh, to watch again. This is my stream, you fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm toast. Okay. We are back. We are going to get into Toem. Because I want to. And I want to say we're almost done with it. I think we're actually almost done with Toem. If I remember right. So that's actually really good for us. Oh my goodness. Who is calling me right now? No. No. No, fuck you. No. No, answering a fucking call. No. Not answering your fucking call. No, fuck you. Fuck off. Okay. Where did we last leave off? I think we last left off where we got to the mountains and we were trying to figure shit out for there. Yeah, Kuberg. I don't want to hear it. I gotta show the dog. Well, too bad. Take a photo of it. Anyway, we need to get onto stream. That's our meme for today. Our meme for today is crap frick. Because that's the mood for today. Crap frick. It's such a stupid fucking meme. It's so dumb. But I love it so much. Anyway. Okay, let me get this loaded. And then we can get started. Okay. There. There we go. Yay! It's Toem. Okay, continue our adventure. We are 82% way through the base game. That's awesome, dude. Oh yeah! We're fucking what's it called? I'm helping a scientist, I think. There we go. Now my chest pulled up, and now I can see you guys while I do this. Let's fucking go, dude. Can't talk right now. I'm busy. Fuck you then. Astronomical discoveries aren't going to find themselves. Oh. Okay. I guess. Whatever. Okay, let me see. What are our current quests? We have some that are still undiscovered, which are these two. Okay, hold on. No. Maybe I'm gonna go look up here. I'm gonna look at this thing. Jesus. Oh! There we go. Wonder what this is. Oh, what the fuck? What's going on? I don't know. An asteroid? What? I can't believe it actually happened. Observations indicate a 2.7% probability that it would fall. This is phenomenal. We must find it immediately and do all sorts of tests. Wait, you saw it fall. You must help me locate it. Oh, okay. Bring me a photo of it and its location. I'm so exhilarated. I need to let loose a bit. Okay. Oh, these are so cute. Look at them. Look at them. Wait. Look at me. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Oh. Wait. Hello, owl. Cute. Okay. Were those photos with her, or were they with someone else? Oh, okay, it wasn't. It was with the other one. Got it. Oh, another ancient painting. There we go. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, I kind of honk at it. Cool. Damn. Not even with hiking boots, dude? Fuck my life. Oh, well? I must find more. Here. What is this? Another painting of the ancients. Sure, I'll hear the story of the past. We traveled far, finding new places. We sent out to discover, to explore the peaks. We reached the peak and saw. That's all I can understand. There seems to be gaps in the story. There has to be more pieces. Oh, okay. Do I have any more? Hold on. I feel like I might have more, but yeah, because I have this one. Which was this? Oh, okay, wait. This one was the one I oh, he got himself a friend. That's nice. I was gonna say there should be more, I think, right? Alright. Go over here. Okay, that's where I was last time. Kinda wish I had a map or something, that'd be nice. There it is. Okay, thanks. Anyway, I need to go back down and give the photos to that guy real quick. I didn't even see that when we played last time. No, we're here. Here. Head? No way. How did it end up over there? What? It just decided to take a break? I can rebuild a snowman now. Let me get started. Look at it. It's perfect. Yay! Oy. Okay. Oh yeah. I can show one of them to this one. Because I took a photo of the moon. Hey, it's shining so bright in the night sky. Did you want to show anything else? Not right now. Let me see. Balloon animals, snowman. Oh. Well, snow. Hold on. Some of these I can do. Oh, there's the asteroid. Now I need to take a picture of, like, the actual asteroid. And I need a picture of the snowman. Okay. And then it was... Hold on. It was what else? Balloon ant. Well, I mean, there was those... Oh. That's how you did it. It was with the other mouse key. Okay, hold on. Because I want to say... I think the balloon people were up here. No, they were not. They were down there. Here we go. I knew they had one. There we go. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I've returned. I believe we were going to take those photos over. Hey, it's a seasonal sculpture. Did you want to show us anything else? I do. Hey, that's just a perfect friend. Hey, awesome job. You completed the challenge. Cool. Ah, there we go. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, back. Oh, what's this? Okay. Hi, honey. Let me see. Did we already take a photo of that? No? Yes, we did. Damn it. Thought it was a new photo, but I was incorrect. Wow, look at all those lights. Great job. Thank you. No. I have showed it. I got it. I can't believe it. It landed right here in Cuberg. I'll send my robots to run tests up once. Aw. Cool. No goat? No goat. I thought there would be a goat, but I was incorrect. Oh. There was one. Where is he? should be all of them, I think, right? Unless there's more. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright. Hmm. 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 Oh! Hear ye, gather around to listen to Curebrick's famous goat choir. Okay. I want to listen. Give me love this. How'd he get there, though? I have no idea, honey. Maybe he just wanted to be up there. Probably. Sure sounds beautiful. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. Oh my god. What the fuck? What is that? What have we here? Is that? No, it can't be. Would you look at that? My snowball still lives on. Thank you for showing me this. It warms my heart. Speaking of warm, you should probably put this on. Thank you. Some places are really cold. Don't want you to go and freeze. Why is it so cold? I better head inside. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Can I take a photo of you? Cool. No. I believe we were going this way. Unless I'm wrong. So I should be able to shatter that ice now. I and not instantly blow away the minute I try. Is anyone out there? Please, over here. Oh, there he is. I got you, I got you. I got you. Ah, help! Oh, sorry, I've been yelling for a while. Can you please help me? There was a big gust of wind and I blew away. Now I'm lost, stuck, and scared. Please, it's too windy for me to move. Wow, you freed me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's my birthday. My family must be worried. Oh, you met them. My mother gets anxious easily, so we should hurry. Okay. Please, take me to them. I must have been gone for ages. The look of, like, this little fucking creature with the balloon tied to them is so silly. Here you go. You found my boy. Aww. My dear boy, I was worried sick. What? Didn't you tie yourself down as I told you? Never mind, Dad. I'm so happy you're back. Yay! Let's fucking go, dude. Oi. Please, stay and celebrate our boy. You saved him after all. Happy birthday. Yay! That's so cute. Can I take a photo of them? Wait, hold on. Photo. Jeez. That's so nice. Okay. Oh, did I zoom in too much? Here, hold on. I did. Oh. There we go. Frame picture? Sure. Cute. Anything here that I should be taking note of? No, but there is that. Oh. Hello, guy. So cold. Right. The tower. Meet me in my tower. Okay. There was a creature in there. I know there's a creature in there. Oh. Okay, hold on. I gotta get in the middle. Okay. He's so cute. Now, where is your tower, guy? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it's here. Maybe it is, and I'm the dumb one. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is it the one up here, maybe? Maybe it is the one up here. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Oh no, that's the observatory. There was another one that I was thinking might be it. Pretty sure it is, but hold on. No. God, where was it? It's around here somewhere. I'll figure it out right now. Give me a minute. Let me cook. There we go. Was it this one? It was this one. Hi, guy. Ah, much better. I was so excited that I forgot to wear warmer clothes, but now I'm back with great data. I don't think you know who I am. I'm one of the best cosmic researchers there is. Right now, I'm looking into these strange blocks that disappear in our world. They radiate this strange energy that seems to be connected to the cosmos. I call them cosmic blocks. The research has almost allowed me to channel their energy. We just need more cosmological happenings. Oh, I think I have some photos. I could do this. What is it? Waboo! Wabbity! Yay! What are you making? I've done it! I'm so thrilled! Ah! What the fuck are you doing? I wonder what lies on the other side. I don't think I want to know right now. I think I want to find out in like a minute. Something else? Okay, there's 3 more ancient paintings that I have. How many? Which ones did I already have? So I had this one. And then I had this one. I think I just need to keep looking. Yeah, I need to keep looking for them from what it seems like. The observatory is right here, right? Yeah, there's one here. Oh, shit! Okay. So that definitely helped. Let me see. No. Where was it? Yeah, that one I know I got a picture of. Right? Yeah, I did. Okay, gotcha. Oh. Because there's the fucking, fuck, what was it? Where we were looking at the goats. Shit. Crap frick. Where is it? Fuck me. Oh. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh. Oh, I need that. Hold on. Wait for it. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Nice. Yeah, it was this way, I think, right? And then we went down. I think we went down. And then it was here. There we go. Yeah, these ones. It doesn't tell you, right? Hold on. Oh, I still need to show him those ones. Okay, hold on. Let's go show him. Let's see. Here, I found more. Not now, thanks. So here, I found another one. Here, let me see. Okay, there should be, yeah, there's one more that I need to find. Now, I think the only way I could do that is with that portal thing. With Wizard Man. So I'm gonna go find him. Wait. No, that's the observatory. No. Where is the other one? Cosma deer. How pretty. Wait. Take me back up. Mind you, I have yet to see this fuck-ass phenomenon that I've been hearing so much about. Man, I really gotta get looking for this other fucking, this other painting, because that one I have. That one I have too. Wait, is the one over here? Or maybe there isn't one, and I'm being dumb and coming here. But we'll find out right now. Okay, maybe there is nothing there, but that's fine. There's supposed to be one more. I know there's supposed to be one more, but like... It's just where? Huh. Oh, wait. Maybe we just move on and we find it then? Probably. Alright. Let's head back down. Wait, where's the monkey at? Oh, he's up there. Hello. Let's see how many stamps you have. Oh, look at that. We have enough stamps for a bus ride. I stamped your card. You got my approval. You can now take the bus to the next region for free. I want to go to Mountaintop, please. Oh, shit. Ah, it's so high. Hurry and do your thing. Okay. Okay, okay, I need to make sure there aren't any ancient paintings. No ancient paintings? Not on this side? Ancient paintings? Ancient paintings? No. Surprising. Whoa! That's the Toem phenomenon! How pretty! How pretty is that? I didn't even notice that before. Wait a minute. Oh! That's what that last painting is. So pretty. Yeah. Finally, you're back. Feels like we've been waiting for ages. Hop on, I'll take you home. Now. Okay. Aww, that was so nice. Created by something we made. I love it. This was honestly such a cute game. Like, look at all this. It even shows your photos. That's so cute. Homelander. Grandma! I saw the phenomenon! You're home! I had a feeling you'd be back soon. How was it? I'm glad you had fun. I want to hear all about your adventure. But first, let's see that Toem photo. Oh, look at it! It really is extraordinary. Yay! You know, this adventure of yours is quite an accomplishment. I'm very proud of you. Thank you, Grandma. The end. Yay! Let's go, dude. Oh my god, my back's all fuck. Oy. Continue adventure. There's more? We added a bit more to the world of Toem. This is made possible with the support of all our players. Visit Nana at her house in Homelandia to begin. Download a Bastral Wait. Hugs and love, Toem Development Team. That is so cute. To be honest, I think that was really nice. I would go back and do the rest of it, but honestly, I feel like that's gonna be the end of our Toem run, but that doesn't mean that we're not gonna do other games. So I'm gonna actually switch over to our other game for today. Because I feel like we have enough time and we should be able to do it. Hold on. I forgot I need to install. I forgot I need to install it. Fuck. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and install it now, but we're going to be doing, if the editor will load, there we go. We're going to be doing more of the Ghost of Alcantra today as well, because I feel like it, and it'll be fun. I just need this to fucking load, please. God fuck. God please. Oh my god. Boy, I am a sleepy boy. I am a sleepy boy today. Where you can't even say my name. I don't know. That's like another vocal stem I have, I think. That one and what's it? That fucking get out! Like that one. Let's see. Okay, you're almost done. Yippee! Okay. Okay. Now. You can finish up the Ghost of Alcantra. Oh god, I had to move the crap frick. I have to move it over a little bit, just in case. There we go. It's in that very tiny corner now. I received both good and bad news from Detective Storm the next day. The bad news was that the killer of the murders in 87 was never caught, which wasn't a surprise. That left the possibility that the murders of 87 and 97 were done by the same person. The good news was that they could likely protect the next victim. If the murders were to follow the same pattern as the 87 ones, the daughter of the first victim would be next. Marcella Rivers had a daughter living in Alcantra. Her name was Ivana Rivers. She would be placed under police protection. That was a relief to hear. At the very least, we might be able to save one person. However, I knew I couldn't relax and still needed to try and get any memories back. If I did nothing, I only increased my chances of going crazy. I decided to embark on a ridiculous project. There was no doubt I was familiar with Alcantra and must have known some of the people here. Perhaps seeing the names of the people who lived here would spark a return of my memory. I borrowed a phone book from Detective Storm, headed down to the library, and began flipping through it, hoping that some name would jog my memory. I was halfway through the seeds when Detective Storm joined me at the table I was sitting at. You know, Victor, I really don't think this is going to help you. I looked up irritably. Aren't you supposed to be working? It's my lunch break. Thought I'd come over and help you out. You're going to help me look through the phone book? Of course not. I know what you're really trying to achieve with this phone book thing. I'm going to help you out with that. Who the fuck is texting me right now? Oh, never mind. Anyway. And what am I trying to achieve then? It's not about getting your memories back. It's about keeping yourself together. You need something to do to keep your mind off what happened yesterday. And I've got a better suggestion for that. That is... She got up from the table, taking the phone book with her. I followed her, wondering what this was all about. She dropped the phone book off at the front counter. Public donation. Hey, I was reading that. I was using that. It's my phone book. I can do what I want with it. What is the library going to do with a phone book? More useful things than what you do with it. She headed out, leaving the confused librarian with the phone book. I shook my head and followed her. I'm gonna do this just a little bit. Right there. Here, just a little bit. Okay. She briskly moved through downtown before seating herself at a small outdoor table for a cafe. She gestured at the seat across from her. Sit down, Victor. My treat. Of course it was her treat. I didn't have any money. I took a seat. So, eating lunch is supposed to help me keep my mind off of things. Eating lunch with me is. I'm the important part. She called over a waiter and ordered pastries for both of us. She didn't even let me order for myself. I looked around at the other tables. I wonder if I'd eaten here before. The place seemed familiar. This place is a favorite of mine. I gathered. Any reason you ordered for me? I figured I would know what you want. Why is that? One of my hunches. You're a pastry guy. I had no idea what made me stand out as a pastry guy. It irritated me that she was right. A pastry sounded pretty good. Thanks for lunch, though I'm going right back to the phone book afterwards. That's fine, as long as you relax for a bit now. Oi. There we go. You think a half hour of lunch is going to make me forget Beatrice Jameson's death? No, but it'll help a little. Life is mostly about eating and talking. If you could be reminded of that, I think you could keep yourself together long enough to be useful for me. Despite the harsh words, Detective Storm was looking out for me. That made me feel pathetic, given that we had to be around the same age. Okay then, what do you want to talk about? Anything, as long as it's not about the murders or the investigation. Those topics are off limits. There wasn't much to me besides those things since I was an amnesiac. I try to think of things to talk about. The weather? She'd make fun of me. The food? Not here yet. Then I realized there was an obvious thing that we could talk about that we hadn't discussed yet. Let's talk about you. She looked surprised at my suggestion. Me? Yeah, I want to know more about you. There's nothing to talk about. I'm a rock star detective and a story. Obviously not that much of a rock star given what's going on currently. Watch it, Victor. I'm paying after all. Our pastries arrived, though Detective Storm ignored hers to glare at me. I dug in. So, what do you want to know, Victor? That was a good question. I want to know more about you was pretty vague. Any dreams for the future? Yeah, for you to get your damn memories back so this case can be solved. Case is off limits. Gotta talk about something else. Damn, got me there. Dreams, huh? I hadn't really thought about that. Hard to have dreams as a working person. I don't really think of the future past deadlines. Sounds tough. Okay, how about this? Why'd you become a detective? I had no choice. No choice? Yeah, I was forced to play this role. That was a weird way to word it. She thought she was playing a role? And who forced her? Actually, I wanted to be an engineer. How'd you end up a detective then? That's a long story. She took a bite out of her pastry. You gonna elaborate? Nope. She continued eating her pastry to prove her non-elaboration on the topic. Okay then, why did you want to be an engineer? I guess you liked engineering stuff. Not liked it. I still like it. I got my degree in mechanical engineering from the university here. I like understanding how things work. That's so. If I had a dream before, it was probably to understand as much of the world as possible. It wasn't just mechanical things. It was also with people. I wanted to understand others so I could help them. So understanding me means taking me to lunch. Don't get it twisted. This is so you don't fuck things up with the investigation. Bruh! I literally almost saved a woman's life, but somehow I fucked up. Okay. Alright. I see you. I laughed at that. Who would have thought you'd be the type to have a savior complex? Like I said, that was a dream from before. I'm not like that now. For sure. Watch it, Victor. Yes, ma'am. She took a couple of aggressive bites out of her pastry. I was pretty hot shit in college. I mean, still am. But I was then, too. I got lots of attention, but I noticed this person who looked like they maybe needed someone in their life and thought I could help. It sounds so narcissistic. Maybe I kind of was back then. When I noticed this person, I knew there was something off about them. I wanted to do something because I thought helping people would make me feel better about myself. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe not, but it's also a little toxic. I got to know this person, and in trying to help them, I made both of us suffer. They didn't want to be helped, and I neglected myself. I only thought of my value in relation to others, and when I wasn't helpful, I thought it wasn't worth anything. I learned that from that experience that I had the wrong mindset. I needed to care not just about understanding things, but also appreciating them. I had to care and appreciate myself, too. So that's why it was a dream from before. That's not exactly right. I guess it's still my dream. It's just that I'm a part of what I want to help now, too. Oh, yay! Oh, stretch. That was a good stretch. Jesus Christ. This interpersonal thing was enough to make you quit engineering? I didn't quit. I just had to become a detective for a little while. I don't think that's how it works. I learned that sometimes you don't get a say in how things work. That's why I'm a detective for now. I'll get to go back to being an engineer soon. You're going to quit being a detective? As soon as an idiot gets his memories back. You mean this ongoing investigation is your last one? Something like that. What sort of shady operation was our police department running? Detective Storm finished off her pastry and I took the last couple bites of mine. Anyhow, my lunch break is almost over. Some of us don't have the luxury to be able to dilly-dally in the library. I wouldn't say I'm dilly-dallying. I'm trying to help you get back to being an engineer, I guess. She got up from the table and smiled at me. She didn't do that very often. Hey, thanks for telling me about you. You're welcome. As long as it distracted you from things. It did. Never would have taken you to be the extra considerate type. Like I said, that was a past me. Oh, I don't know. You still got your moments. We'll have to change that. She left some money on the table and turned around, putting her hand up in the air and goodbye. Have fun with your phone books. I will. Have fun understanding things. Oh, I will. She turned back to me with a sinister sort of glare. I'm working on it. She continued on to the police station. She was a hard one to read. Was she nice or not? Crap frick. Yeah! Crap frick is our new meme for today. And it'll change every stream, but right now it's crap frick. I still suspected she knew more about me than she let on, but I figured she had a good reason to hide whatever she was hiding. Oh, thank you for the bits, honey. Oh, what the fuck? We're almost to our big goal. That's fucking insane. Chad, that is fucking madness. We're like 25% of the way to our big goal from what I'm seeing. That's fucking poggers, dude. Hell yeah. Thank you, honey. I got to thinking about the future. I hadn't really thought about it yet. I just sort of assumed that when I remembered who I was, that things would be over for me. Give me a kiss for a surprise. Okay. There's your kiss. There's your kiss. Like I go to jail or something. Maybe it was time to start thinking about a lawyer. Maybe Detective Storm knew someone good. I returned to the library and retrieved the phone book from the librarian, who was relieved to get rid of it. Oh my god, another tier 1 sub! Thank you so much, baby! Let's go! Yeah. Yay! Let's fucking go, dude. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to Soulstone, my Pookie. My goodness. How many is that already? That's insane. Let's fucking go, gamers. Hell yeah. Fucking another community sub and we're 25% of the way to completing our big goal? Like, what the sigma, dude? I returned to the library, retrieved the phone book from the librarian, who was relieved to get rid of it. Thinking about it, what I wanted from the future was closure. That's what I was really looking for. I didn't mind if I got punished. In fact, I think I wanted to be punished. Okay, so you're a masochist. That's what this is. So you're a masochist, and you're a sick fuck, and that's I don't know how I feel about that, Victor. That's kind of concerning. So I think you might want to get some help for that. I mean, I opened up the phone book and began looking through the C's again, knowing that Detective Storm was probably right and that I was wasting my time. Shall I
1997. We're still in the 90s.
July passed by uneventfully. It was a peaceful, if dull, time. My phone book strategy failed to help me regain any memories, so instead I spent my days walking around Alcantra, spending time with Detective Storm. I am going to grab one of those. Oh my god. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Bless me. I meant to say, grab one of these coffee candies again. I'm gonna have two today, but like, return to my place. Or get water. I'm gonna get water as well, actually. I don't know why. This music feels like that one meme music that's like. Maybe it's how I say people, or maybe it's just that they sound incredibly similar because of the genre, but whatever, dude. Fuck my stupid bucket life. Oh, so good. Oi! And we're now on ads. But if you want to skip those, why not be a sub for the channel? We can be cringe-ass nay-nay babies together and everything will be great. Anyway. She was adamant that we not discuss the investigation, which I found strange. I thought I was supposed to be the key to all this. But perhaps I overestimated my role in all this because nothing happened. Maybe the killer gave up. If so, I didn't end up helping Detective Storm with much. We protected one victim and I helped her with crossword puzzles. I guess that was the extent of my usefulness. Since our talk about herself, Detective Storm and I were closer. We ended up watching a lot of movies and TV together when she returned from work. But closer didn't mean actually close. Her nonchalance about the investigation only furthered my suspicion she was holding info out on me. Obviously, she wasn't just going to let me bum around her place forever. Anyone in her situation would be going to get rid of me as soon as possible. So why wasn't she trying to? Could I just accept that she was a nice person? That you didn't need ulterior motives to treat someone with kindness? No, not Detective Storm. She told me herself she needed me to be useful. She opened up to me once, but never again afterwards. Of course, I couldn't bridge any gap between us. I didn't remember anything to open up about. Times were peaceful, but I was getting impatient. I couldn't continue this oblivious lifestyle forever. I knew I was still running away because I was too scared to do the obvious thing to help regain my memories. There was something I could still do. The something I could still do was to actually talk to other people in Alcantra. I decided it was time to do that. And they are going to hate you so much. I made my way downtown. I didn't have to discuss my amnesia with others. I could start a casual conversation with someone by bringing up the thorns in their mansion. I could say that I remembered the mansion on the hill and wondered where I'd gone. Baby! Thank you so much for the bits. Damn. Chat, we are now 50% of the way of completing our bits goal. Fuck yeah, dude. This shit gas as fuck. I wanted to see 50%. Oh, honey. Mwah, 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 mwah. It was a Thursday afternoon and the weather was great. Blue skies and mid-70s. Plenty of people were milling about downtown. I couldn't have asked for a more pleasant day to try this. I started walking down the street looking for someone to talk to. I figured an older person would be more likely to remember the thorns. I spotted an older gentleman who looked to be in his 60s or 70s sitting on a bench in front of the post office. He looked kind enough, so maybe he'd answer my questions. I walked over to him. He gave me a small nod when I sat down on the bench next to him. Excuse me, sir. I distinctly remember there being a large mansion overlooking the business part of town. It isn't there anymore. Do you know what happened to it? The man didn't even look my way. The silent treatment. I sighed. I've been here almost 2 months now and I was still unwelcome. I decided to let him and his bench be. I got up and scouted the rest of the area, but things had changed from how they had been a minute ago. The atmosphere had shifted. Just a moment ago, people had been walking up and down the streets heading into shops. People had been talking in front of buildings, but in the span of just a minute, that had all changed. Nobody was talking anymore. Nobody was walking anymore. Silence had enveloped the downtown area. Everyone had just stopped doing what they were doing. Because they see me, bro. Now, they were all looking at me like they had when I visited the scene of the first murder. Hank, the old man, said a telepathic distress signal or what? That might have been a funny idea if the possibility it was true wasn't so creepy. Clean my glasses. Do you ever get, like, people who wear glasses, do you ever get those, like, crazed lenses and it's just the most annoying shit on the planet? And you have to sit there, like, painstakingly fucking taking time to clean them off to make sure that they don't fuck up your vision, dude. Sucks donkey dick. Yummy. I left the old dude on the bench and walked over to a middle-aged lady who was blatantly staring at me. Excuse me, ma'am, is something wrong? Have I done something? She gave me an angry look and gripped her handbag like I was an armed robber. Across the street, people started walking inside the buildings. Did they think I was dangerous? What, you can't talk to me? She continued staring at me for several more moments before walking away. I looked around the downtown area. Everyone was watching me with wary and judgmental eyes. The old man from the bench just started moving across the street. This went far beyond superstitious phobias. It had been a mistake to try to regain my memories by talking with these people. There was no communicating with them. I started my way across downtown and intending to head back to Detective Storm's place. To my surprise, a young boy around 8 or 9 came running up to me. I guess the kid was too young to get the memo that I was to be avoided. Hey kid, what's up? He ran up to me, smiled, and handed out an envelope. A letter for me? I grabbed the envelope and opened it up. Inside was a single sheet of white paper. In the middle of the paper, in a bright red marker, was, "It's your fault." Again? This bullshit? Okay. I looked down towards the kid. Did you write this? He nodded cheerfully, the smile still present on his face. He turned around and ran off. I frantically scanned the rest of the downtown area. Everyone was still staring at me. I looked down at the message I had been given. There was no way the kid wrote this himself. Which person thought it was my fault then? There was nobody to ask. Everyone had run away from me. These people hadn't forgiven me for whatever crime I had committed. Why did everyone else know what I had done? Why didn't I? I shouted at the remaining people on the street. Well, what do you know about me? Spit it out. What have I done? Just tell me. My shouts spurred an older woman into action. With a deftness not fitting of an elder, she crossed the street and walked up to me. Unlike the kid, she didn't wear a smile. She was frowning at me like I was a personal disappointment to her. She reached into her handbag and pulled an envelope. Not this again. I'm not going to read that. Whatever I've done, whatever you all know about me, you can tell me to my face. She waggled the envelope in front of my face. Read it. It wasn't a request, it was a command. Something in her expression frightened me. It wasn't a look of disappointment you give someone for making a mistake. This is a look of disappointment you had when you found out the person you hated wasn't burning in hell. Did I really deserve that? I ripped the envelope from her hand and opened it. Once again, there was a single white sheet of paper. Once again, what was written in bright red marker. The message on the paper said, "She will never forgive you." Again! Can y'all just, like, explain yourselves instead of being paranoid assholes? Normalize having a conversation, folk. Why are these messages so damn vague? Who is she? What did I do that I'll never be forgiven for? Let me guess, you wrote this. She nodded. Let me guess, you won't tell me what it means. She spat on my feet like I had the audacity to ask that. You know what it means. I stumbled over backwards. She just looked at me disgusted and headed off like the young boy had. I know what it means? No, I don't. But I want to know more than anything. Please tell me. Won't any of you tell me who I've hurt? How can I ask forgiveness when I don't know what I've done? How can I apologize when I don't know who to apologize to? I could hear the responses in my head. You already know the answer to that. I could see judging eyes. Hateful eyes. Disgusted eyes. I'm trash. The worst. I'm scum. I'm evil. I can hear them telling me that. We deserve worse than this. That's why we're going to continue to make you suffer. Please, tell me what I've done. Nobody responded. I was losing it again. Over the past month, I had been doing so well holding myself together. Now I was falling apart. You're gonna crash out like King Von. Not again. No. I thought back to my first day and the lady who said, may the ghost of Alcantra curse you. Is that what this is all about? Ghost of Alcantra, whoever you are, is this your curse? Of course not. Curses aren't real. Pull yourself together, man. There was an explanation for this. Ghosts aren't real. Curses aren't real. So what's the explanation? Everyone in this town is making me suffer? That's ridiculous. What's going on? What's going on is obvious. I'm fucking crazy. I'm delusional. How else could you explain this? Everyone here knows what I've done. They're all in on this. This is a town effort. They're trying to make me insane. It's working. The moment I woke up, everyone was in on a plan to punish me. I started running from downtown and everyone's eyes followed me. I could hear their voices. Didn't you listen to us? You can't run away. We're watching you. But you know all the bad things you've done. We all know the bad things you've thought. You deserve this. It's your fault. Her blood is on your hands. She'll never forgive you. We'll never forgive you. The fucking tennis spin, bro. Oh, I should make it a parent trap. I almost swallowed the coffee candy that I have right now. That's not even fully melted. I could have died. Just shut up. Just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I tried to run away, but a middle-aged man with a briefcase got in my way. I tried to push him away, but he was too strong. Sorry, but we have one more message we'd like you to read. He forced an envelope into my hand. Oh, was that so? I was supposed to say appreciate these. I like them to make some fucking sense. But don't worry, this one's the most enlightening. Enlightening? Is it a list of my crimes and my punishment? That would be heaven. I tore open the envelope. Inside was a same white paper and red words, but the message wasn't short. It was a whole page long. Dearest Victor, we know this must be the most frightening, and that's the point. We're tired of your patheticness. You want us to tell you what you've done, but that would defeat the purpose. You see, the whole point of this was to get you to realize what you've done. Until you remember, we'll leave you with these sentiments. She'll never forgive you, and you most certainly will never forgive yourself. Death would be far better than what you deserve. You know this to be true. You want this. You want to be punished. You want to be tortured. You won't be happy until she sees you burn. Love, the residents of Alcantra. That just doesn't really answer my questions. That doesn't really tell me what the fuck I did. It sounds like a lot of hoopla. It sounds like a lot of balderdash. I looked up from the letter, not knowing what my expression must have been, for there was no way to describe what I felt. Is this real? Oh, definitely, Victor. This couldn't be any more real. The man nodded and walked away. Goodness, these people really did have too much time in their hands. I couldn't help but laugh. What's everyone's fucking problem? Oh, of course. Silly me. I'm sorry, everyone. My bad. Who would I want this? It's just that I forgot. You know, on account that I'm a fucking amnesiac. What do y'all want from me? I'm gone. I'm beyond crazy. I'm a lunatic. I can't help that I don't remember things. So I'm pathetic, huh? Well, if you knew what it was like to be like this, maybe you'd be a bit more sympathetic. Every time I try to pull myself together, you'll send me another nightmare or do something like this. Someone tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around. It was the older gentleman I initially approached about the thorns. This old guy. He was a little different from the others. He has such a gentle expression right now. Victor, she really does want to see you again. She's waiting for you. We all are. Good luck. Of all the things that could send me over the edge, that was it. Ah! It sent me over the edge because it was true. She, the ghost of Alcantra, she was waiting for me. She wants to see me again, but I killed her. I killed her. Her blood is on my hands. My hands are stained with blood. They'll never be clean again. What would I even say to her? I'm sorry. Sorry for stabbing you 8 fucking times? I started running, screaming the whole time. I was running away. That's what I was best at. There was only one person waiting for me, the ghost of Alcantra, but I couldn't face her. Not yet. I wasn't ready. Maybe I'd never be ready. Never. I ran all the way back to Detective Storm's house. I ran inside. It was afternoon. She should have been at the station working, but there she was, sitting on the couch, waiting for my return. Scarlet Storm. I was right not to trust her. She was at the heart of all this. She set me up. She's been using me from the start. The whole town is torturing me, and you're the ringleader, Scarlet Storm. She called up Elaine Weatherton. She talked to the doctors. She called the townspeople ahead of time. I bet these murders have all been fake so that she could torture me. Why is everyone doing this to me? What, I wanted this done to me? Who the fuck would want this done to them? Who could ever hate themselves enough for this? I charged into the room, prepared to scream at Detective Storm. Instead, all I could do was fall to my knees in exhaustion. I was pathetic. I still held out hope that she alone could understand my plight. That the whole town was against me. She'd be on my that even if the whole town was against me, she'd be on my side. She was always there when I needed it. Would she be there for me now? Yeah, he's tweaking balls. We're still waiting on you, Victor. You can't run away. I've been telling you that for a long time now. Of course she wouldn't be on my side. You're behind this. She rolled her eyes at me. Don't be ridiculous. Then how does everyone know what I've done? What's all those messages? Everyone knows because you know. I don't know. Yes, you do. She pulled me to my feet and sat me down on the couch. My God, you really are pathetic sometimes, but that's the job, I guess. You did make me the guide after all. The fuck does that mean? You'll remember eventually. That's what we're all waiting for. I've had enough of the fucking riddles. Let me tell you this, Detective Storm. If you want help with your investigation, you better tread carefully. I've had enough. I'm fucking gone. If I don't get some answers, I don't mind killing myself. I scared myself with that. However, I was the only one scared by what I had said. Detective Storm. She just laughed at me. You'll find that killing yourself would be surprisingly ineffective given your circumstances. What does that even mean? She pulled me off the couch and I was too startled to resist. She dragged me to the room I had been staying in. Get some rest. Just imagine this was all some bad dream. I'll do it, you know. Kill myself. Then you'll never solve your investigation. What a hollow threat. I told you that you can't run away. And death is running away. For now, at least. She walked out the door. Sweet dreams. Whatever. Fuck her. Fuck everyone. The clarity of wishing to die washed away my craziness. Or maybe my craziness washed away my sanity. I had enough. I was tired of this. I was going to lock myself in here and starve myself. Detective Storm wouldn't save me. She wouldn't do a thing. She didn't care about me. Nobody did. I locked the door of my room and sat on the bed. I wasn't leaving this room. This would be my coffin. Eventually, about after 12 hours, I nodded off. Detective Storm was right. Sweet dreams indeed. I was back in that familiar darkness. In front of me was a ballroom, though that wasn't quite right because there was no room. There were no walls, just a dance floor surrounded by darkness. On the dance floor, couples twirled about. Unlike my first nightmare, these people have faces. I knew why I was having this dream. This was the setting for the third murder. The culprit would be strangled to death in a room in the event center while everyone was preoccupied with the main event in the ballroom. So what was the point of all this? Who cared if I remembered now? There was nothing to be gained from this nightmare. The people of Alcantra tortured me while I was awake. Couldn't I at least be free from torture in my dreams? I knew the answer was no, but I was going to try and run anyway. I ran away from the dance scene as fast as I could, just like in my second nightmare, running away proved futile. As soon as I changed direction, so did the ballroom. There it was in front of me again. I changed directions again. I would keep this up as long as I could. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, me! I kept running. The ballroom and its occupants got closer and closer no matter how many times I changed direction. I kept running and running, but eventually I ran right into the ballroom. This was the general setting for the third murder, but this recreation of my dreams was much more extravagant. The scene could have been pulled straight out of the Beauty and the Beast. There were twin spiraling staircases at the ends of the dance floor that looked like they led to nowhere. The room was adorned with glass tables and with expensive dishes on them. A live band was playing at one end of the hall. Everyone dancing was dressed in fancy attire. The women in puffy ball gowns, the men in stupid expensive suits. I made an evil grin. If I couldn't avoid what was going to happen, I might as well have some fun. I walked over to a nearby table that had a turkey roast and a carving knife. I grabbed a knife and looked for the most stabbable person in the room. I settled on a dude with a scrunched up, punchable face and an Italian suit. I strolled over and interrupted his dance by sticking a knife in his throat. I got through several murders already in these dreams, but was one more. Nothing happened to him. The dude just kept dancing, even with the knife in his throat. Nobody paid any attention. He kept spinning around like an idiot, having a good time despite the river of blood flowing from his throat. What kind of party was this supposed to be? I strolled over to a lady in a particularly frilly pink dress and punched her in the face as hard as I could. She stumbled backwards and her dance partner gave me a look at the befuddlement, but my punches were absolutely nothing. She walked right back to her dance partner and they started dancing again. This is a dance party with zombies. That left me one option to try to get out of here. I returned to the guy I had stabbed and took the knife out of his throat. I looked at the red-stained blade. Imagine the weight of my life. Took a deep breath, closed my eyes, pierced the tip of the blade against my throat, and thrust it with everything I had. Once again, nothing happened. No pain, nothing. Unlike the other guy, I didn't even bleed. I just looked silly with a knife in my throat. I guess I wasn't able to die here. I took the knife out of my throat, waited a moment as the wound closed itself, and then stuck the knife into a random man's back. He ignored it, of course. Everyone kept dancing without a care in the world. Did this even count as a nightmare? It wasn't scary. It was just weird. I didn't get it. The previous two nightmares had obvious points to them. What was the purpose of this one? I walked over to the punch bowl, wondering if attempting to drown myself would accomplish anything. As I reached the table, I felt a tap on my shoulder. A woman who looked to be in her mid-20s had been the one to approach me. She wore a long, sleeveless yellow gown and had her brown hair done to princess braid. She was dazzling, and all I could do was wonder how I was going to end up killing her. Yes? She extended her hand to me. Would you like to dance? I assumed there was nothing else I could do anyway. I took her hand and she led me to the dance floor with all the other dancing zombies. I didn't know how to ballroom dance, but apparently in my dreams I was a fast learner. After a few clumsy steps, we were gracefully navigating the dance floor. Hi, I'm Victor. You are? Oh, my name isn't important. She flashed me a radiant smile. I felt nothing. Absolutely nothing. She was nothing to me. Let me tell you about me. She twirled around while holding my hands. I did my undergraduate studies at Princeton. I majored in both mechanical and chemical engineering. I minored in biology. I was president of 5 clubs. Who cares? Oh, very impressive. I later received my master's and PhD from Harvard. Wow, that's amazing. Right? I own my own company now. She brought her arms around my neck and leaned in close. So tell me, are you interested? It seemed like a genuine question, though what she saw in me, I had no idea. Unlike some of my previous nightmares, she wasn't faceless. She had a beautiful face and beautiful brown eyes. No, I'm not interested. Damn! Of course not. Even someone as smart as me isn't good enough for you. Even if I was the smartest girl in the world, I'd be nothing to you. After all, I'm not the ghost you're looking for. There's only ever been one girl for you. With that, she leaned in and kissed me. You would think it'd be wonderful, but it felt awful, horrible. Her lips felt disgusting and gross. This wasn't right at all. She started to dissolve. Her flesh started to melt. The blood drained out of her. The life faded from her. Soon I was kissing a skeleton. I unwrapped myself from the rest of the skeleton and let the bones clatter to the ground. She wasn't the ghost I'm looking for. Moments later, another woman approached me. She was just as beautiful as the last one. She had long, curled blonde hair and wore an elegant blue dress. This dress was a little riskier than typical ballroom fare. Instead of a ballroom gown, she wore a curve-hanging dress that displayed a notable amount of cleavage. It looked like she had come right out of someone's fantasy, which I guess she had. She extended her hand towards me like the first woman had. Would you like to dance? I accepted the hand of my second victim. We started dancing together. She was bolder than the first girl. She leaned in close and wasn't afraid to place my hands where she wanted them. It didn't matter. I still felt nothing. Let me guess, you wanted to tell me about yourself. She winked at me. How'd you know? Lucky guess. In college, I won several beauty pageants. Miss America, Miss Earth, and Miss World. Wow, that's really great. I do modeling now. Mostly swimsuits, but I also do fashion show stuff. That's not surprising. Right? I'm gorgeous. But you know, I'll do some other work you might be interested in. She moved my hand on her hip upwards towards her breast as I removed my hand. No means no, ma'am. We just met. Ma'am. That's enough. Sorry, not interested. She nodded. Of course you're not. Even someone as beautiful as me is nothing to you. Even if I was the most desirable woman alive, I wouldn't stand a chance with you. After all, I'm not the ghost you're looking for. There's only ever been one girl for you. She took a step back from me. She started removing her clothes. I looked around. None of the other dancers seemed to notice. Didn't she hear me? I wasn't interested. But even once all the clothing was gone, she kept taking things off. She grabbed her face. With some effort, took it off. She removed the skin from the bones. She threw the skin towards me. She reached in her mouth, yanked as hard as she could, and grabbed her teeth. She continued doing this, removing flesh from body, skin from bone. She removed her face, neck, chest, stomach, arms, and her legs. She kept throwing her skin at me. Eventually, I was left with a pile of skin and bones at my feet. I ignored the pile and turned away. Oh! Hey, Scarlet! What the fuck? I'm riding towards another woman, except this time I recognized her. Tall, confident build, long wavy red hair, a smug look on her face. I was face to face with Detective Storm. She wore a green ball gown, but had her red hair in a ponytail. She extended her hands towards me. Would you like to dance? What the fuck are you doing here? What, you don't think I... Shit. What, you don't think I fit in with the others? Not smart enough? Not beautiful enough? That's not it. This is a dream. You're real. You shouldn't be here. I have a lot of questions. I'm not worth dreaming about. This is a nightmare where I'm supposed to learn things about what's going on. Why would you show up? Why would I not show up then? You've learned lots from me. You weren't a part of the murders in 87. No, but I'm a part of you. And this is what these nightmares are all about. She shook her extended hand impatiently at me. Just grab it already. I reluctantly grabbed her hand as she started swinging me around. So, you're gonna tell me how great you are too? I met the smartest girl, the most beautiful girl. Are you the most attractive girl I'll meet? She laughed. Nope, I'm not even that. I'm not like the other two. I'm just smart enough. I'm hot enough. But I'm not the smartest or the hottest. Just a person in your life. But there's one thing I share with those other women though. And that is that I'm not good enough for you. That's not true. Let me clarify. I, Scarlet Storm, am good enough for you. By an objective standard. Actually, I'm way too good for you. However, to Victor, Scarlet Storm isn't good enough for him. I mean, of course there'd be nothing between us. It's not like you want me. That's true. But even if I did, it wouldn't matter. If you wanted to learn something, this is what you should learn from this. There's no girl smart enough for you. There's no girl pretty enough for you. There's no longer any girl for you. None of us are the ghost you're looking for. So who's this ghost I'm looking for? The ghost of Alcantra, of course. And who is the ghost of Alcantra? Oh, you'll meet her soon enough. That was the whole point of this. In the meantime, let's have you learn something else. She gestured around the ballroom. You know what this is, right? Yeah, it's going to be where the next victim is killed. Well, more specifically, she's going to be killed in a room outside the ballroom. But yeah, that's basically right. And do you know how she dies? She'll be strangled. That's right. Happy now? Like I needed to tell you things. You already knew. If you hadn't been so insistent on running away, I could have avoided having to dance with you. Bruh. Brings back dark times. Anyway, you remember enough that you're almost ready to meet her. Her? The ghost of Alcantra. We kept dancing. Our dance was a harbinger of death. Each time we spun around, a nearby couple crumpled apart into skeletons. We spun around and around and soon you were dancing in a graveyard. You know, this nightmare isn't so bad. What do you mean? This nightmare wasn't too traumatizing, just a little weird. Of course not. You should be grateful for the chance to dance with me. It's not so bad. I definitely prefer you to the smartest and prettiest girls. That's obvious. After all, it's me. Yeah, no need to be so full of yourself. That doesn't have anything to do with it. You prefer to dance with me because I'm a part of you, unlike those other women. Part of me sounds a little dramatic for a relationship. I wouldn't say that. I meant enough that I'm here, and not enough that you couldn't avoid being here. What's that supposed to mean? Giving me riddles even in my dreams. Believe me, this better be the last time I have to show up in your dreams. We twirled once more, and the last remaining couple met their fate as a pile of bones. Well, we should wrap this up properly. She turned to me and gave a big sigh, clearly not enjoying this. Are you interested in me? It was hard to take her words seriously when they sounded like she was being held at gunpoint. I'm not. She nodded. Of course not. After all, I'm not the ghost you're looking for. There's only ever been one girl for you. I would know. She stepped back from me and snapped her fingers. And here she is. She vanished in the dust and the rest of the ballroom seemed to disappear with her. It was pure darkness now, but I could hear something, feel something. I wasn't alone in this darkness. There was someone with me and I knew it was. It was her, the ghost I've been looking for. Had been by my side all this time. I could feel her. I could see her. Yes, I've been chasing her my whole life. Now here she was. Finally. The air in front shifted into the shape of a woman. There she was. I ran up and held her. I held her in my arms. My evanescent, but ever-present ghost. I'm here now. I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I missed you. I missed you so much. I held her in my arms. Slowly she materialized. Long, wavy blonde hair, a purple nightgown, and no face. No face. Her arm appeared in front of me, reaching out to me slowly. The arm that was so familiar to me had 4 stab wounds in it. Then the rest of her body appeared. Her chest was bloody, very bloody. There were 4 stab wounds there as well. The ghost of Alcantra moved in my arms. I felt her fingers close around my throat. They gripped tight. and tighter, and tighter, and tighter, and tighter, and tighter. I faded away, 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 held in the chokehold of the woman I loved, in her loving embrace. Okay, cool. I consulted Walbert and Terrence about my feelings for Alexandra, but all they told me was to make a move. My date with Alexandra was today, but I decided to tell her how I felt at our neighboring town strawberry festival in a couple weeks. Call me old-fashioned, but I wanted the occasion to be special. Given our first meeting, I thought a confession at a festival would be appropriate. Any romantic advances or mishaps between us deserved a little flair. I headed downstairs to find my parents were still fretting about the state of our house. I couldn't tell them that our place wasn't going to compare to the Thorne mansion, so no matter how spiffy it looked. Uncle Kyle wasn't going to be joining us tonight, which is a relief for me. Alexandra was perfectly capable of bluffing her way through a situation, but I still thought that her and Uncle Kyle's meeting was best avoided. I decided to give my parents a word of encouragement before heading out. Don't worry, guys, this place is fine for Alexandra. She's not judgy. Well, I am. My father was cleaning the table, which looked spotless to me. My mother was muttering frantically under her breath while bemoaning the state of her kitchen. Relax, Mom. Your cooking's great. The plan was that Alexandra and I would hang around town for a bit, then come back to my place to eat dinner with my family. My mother was making some sort of casserole thing. My mom was a great cook, but we were playing it safe with typical Midwest fare. I doubted Alexandra would care about the quality of the food. Unfortunately, as far as Mom was concerned, Alexandra might as well have been the queen. Great isn't good enough. It needs to be magnificent. I'm not sure a casserole can ever be magnificent, Mom. She glared at me. Either you tell me what I want to hear, or you go bother your dad. I looked at my dad. Don't bother me. I looked back at my mom. I decided to try to be tactful. Don't worry, Mom. Alexandra's very nice and your cooking is very good. Just do your best to act natural. Since when has being natural ever been a part of being in this family? Fair point. We were weird. Well, I tried. I guess I'll head off then. We'll be back around 6, so you have plenty of time to prepare and calm down. My mom decided to start hyperventilating in response. Apparently 6 hours wasn't nearly enough time for the panicking she had planned. I guess she really thought her future grandchildren were riding on this dinner. Good luck out there. Thanks, Dad. I opened up the door, but decided to turn back and voice my thoughts aloud. Your future grandchildren aren't riding on this, Mom. Like, anyway. I closed the door and headed out, though I thought I could hear her yell, Then why am I making this casserole? In response. I arrived at our usual meeting place along the canal front. She was already there as usual. I checked my watch. It was 20 minutes early. Come to think of it, I never arrived before she did. How long does she wait for me normally? You wait long? She smiled at me and then gave a little quizzical tilt of her head. Not long. Say, should I come up with a nickname for you? You're always calling me a princess. I mean, Nick's already a nickname. For Nicholas, then? Yep. That doesn't really feel right as a nickname, given everyone already calls you that. You call anyone else by a nickname? No, just you. I think she smirked at that. Well, you don't have any obvious standout qualities like my regal nature, so I'll have to think harder to come up with one for you. But for now, I like Nick. She really had a talent for those ambiguous statements. We didn't have anything specific planned for the downtown portion of our date, so I suggested we stop by the library first and then go see a movie afterwards. I had already finished the 3 books I had been assigned. I liked all 3 of them, though surprisingly Pride and Prejudice was my favorite. I blamed Alexandra for that. I always liked coming to the library with Alexandra, and not because of the books themselves. I loved being around Alexandra when she was around books. She always had a sparkle in her eye when she talked about stories. I did my best to keep up with her thoughts on the books that she had assigned for me to read, but it was always a little difficult because I was too busy being in love with her being in love with stories. The way she talked about the depth of the human experience, you'd have thought that I was the one who had been locked in a mansion and she was the one who had seen the world. I found Alexandra looking at sports history books when I returned from dropping my novels off. I didn't know you were into sports. I'm not really. Then why are you looking at them? I figured it's only fair if I get into your interest since I kind of forced mine on you with the books. The way you paint me out to be makes me look like such a guy. You are a guy. Yeah, but it's such a stereotype for guys around here to be into sports. I have a sophisticated emotional side to me as well. Is that so? It is so. Tell you what, how about I pick 3 books this time? I don't know. I feel like you're always doing things for me and that I never do anything for you. That's not true. You gave me a relief from being around dudes all the time. She scowled at me. Well, to be fair to you, it's not really easy in your position to do things for me. I made little air quotes with my fingers. But you made me smile, laugh, and have a good time. That's plenty enough for me. Maybe that's good enough for you, but I promise that one day I'll do something for you instead. Today, we'll let you pick the books. I randomly picked another Jane Austen book, though Alexandra raised an eyebrow when I picked Emma. I guess she thought it was above my reading level. Well, I'd show her. Hopefully. Next, I picked To Kill a Mockingbird, which rewarded me some derision from Alexandra. Who hasn't read To Kill a Mockingbird? I haven't. Lastly, I picked a new Calvin and Hobbes collection book, because I was a funny guy like that. I bet you're too smart to read comics. I've read Calvin and Hobbes, dummy. I figured you already owned the books I had borrowed because of the supposedly impressive Thorne library, but she made me borrow 2 copies of each book so I could let her borrow a copy. It'll be more fun this way. Next, we went to the movie theater about a block away to go see The Untouchables. Is this our first time going into a movie theater? Yeah, we have a TV. We have a TV to play VHS tapes, but I've never seen a movie at a theater. TV. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm telling you guys, my fucking English is slowly deteriorating. It's slowly deteriorating. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it is. And I don't know how I feel about that. Damn, we should have done this sooner. You think a Ray R movie might be kind of intense for your first show? I can handle it. It seemed like she had a great time watching the movie. As for myself, I didn't really pay much attention despite it being a crime thriller about Al Capone. I was too preoccupied with Alexandra to care much about gangsters. Afterwards, we headed back to my place while Alexandra yapped my head off with her interpretations about the movie. As we got closer, I decided to give her a bit of a warning about my parents, more specifically about my mom. Listen, my parents are pretty cool, but they could be a little silly at times, especially my mother. She has it in her head that every girl in my life will be the next Mrs. Fox, so she might be kind of weird about that, just to let you know. Alexandra laughed on the back of my bicycle. I'm the one proposing anyway, right? You'd have to be a Mr. Thorne. I groaned. It would certainly make things dramatic for Uncle Kyle if his nephew married into the family he's investigating for murder. Think about all the intel you could give him. She patted me on the back. Don't worry, your parents won't bother me. Actually, I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing. It went well with your friends, but the stakes feel higher with your parents. Don't worry about that. They'll do all the talking anyway. It'll be a miracle if they let you get a word in. We walked to the door and I let Alexandra in. My mother decided to immediately prove me wrong by being unable to talk in complete sentences. She and Alexandra decided to have a stammer off. Hello, Miss Fox. I'm Alexandra, Nick's friend. Thanks so much for having me. Hi, Alexandra. It's so good to meet you. They said this to each other, nodding their heads so much it looked like they were taking turns bowing to each other. Nice to meet you, Alexandra. I'm Nick's dad. My dad made his introductions, but he was about 15 feet back, so it looked more like he was talking to our dinner table. Alexandra didn't hear him since she was too busy failing to communicate with my mother. It looked like I was going to have to try and hold this dinner together. I decided to be grateful that my parents cared enough to be Rex. I wrangled us to the dinner table and encouraged my mother to say something about the food. Yes, you're right, Nick. Food it is. I'm so sorry it's so little, Alexandra. Just haven't had the time lately. What a lie. I prepared just a small thing, but I hope it'll be alright. She just said this while bringing out the casserole and about 14 different side dishes and included mashed potatoes, a variety of different vegetables, a couple of salads, and various fish dishes. Just a small thing? Mom, how the hell are we gonna eat all this? Language, son. Which made Alexandra laugh. As we got started on our small dinner, my mom started acting more natural by doing her favorite thing, which also happened to be Alexandra's favorite thing. Embarrassing me. We're just so thrilled to finally meet you, Alexandra. Nick has told us so much about you. My dad nodded along with her. About how smart and pretty he thinks you are. I nearly spat on my casserole. Why did I mention that? Why, it's been so long since Nick has brought a girl home. We were getting a little worried. Not that there would be anything wrong if
he wasn't into bringing girls home. But anyway, it's just so nice to have you here, Alexandra.
Not my fucking parents implying that I might be gay. Not my fucking parents being like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong if, you're gay, son. Like, oh my god. Like, all right, mom. Sure. I considered choking myself with the fried fish to put me out of my misery. But Alexandra was smiling and carrying on with my mother.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Fox. Nick has been very kind. I'm new to the area, and it's been rather difficult. By the way, the food's delicious.
My mother beamed delightedly. Anyways, Alexandra shot a glance at me. So Nick has brought girls home before, huh? My mom and dad shot each other alarmed looks. My father jumped in. Oh no, Gardelia's just exaggerating. Just one or two. Nick isn't really the type, right, Nick? She's teasing me, you guys. Don't worry.
Well, I think it's downright proper of her to make sure she knows your dating history.
Mom! Alexandra laughed again. Thankfully, everyone was having a good time now. My mother and Alexandra were really bouncing off each other well, though my mother kept saying outrageous things to impress Alexandra. My father tried to instill in her that I wasn't really the promiscuous type, and that he and Gardelia had raised me up with good family values. Don't worry, Mr. Fox. I know Nick is a good family guy, whatever that means. My mother got excited about the word family.
Yes, when he makes such a nice...
Don't finish that sentence, Mom. Alexandra gave me a sideways smirk. Maybe her being a part of the family wouldn't be so bad. I'm not sure Alexandra ever had much of a family life given who her family was. I began to daydream a little, though I had to cut my daydream short while my mother got a little carried away trying to convince Alexandra to stay the night.
Alexandra, dear, why don't you stay the night? It's so dangerous around Alcantra these days. Funny thing. Harold and I's room is on the first floor, and it just so happens that Nick...
I coughed, interrupting her. That wouldn't match the nice family image Dad had tried to build up for me anyway. Alexandra was desperately trying not to laugh. I can walk her home, Mom. Can't you, son? Not like you're going to be much good against a murderer if they show up. I couldn't tell if he was joking, making fun of me, or trying to be a wingman. I know we couldn't let my parents offer to drive her home, given Alexandra's secret, so I rattled my brain to think of an excuse, but Alexandra had me covered. Don't worry, Mrs. Fox, I trust Nick. I really enjoy a nice evening walk with him after the nice meal. She played it up by tapping me on the arm. My father nodded his head approvingly, and my mother nearly fainted out of joy. At least she knew how to play to my parents. Yeah, walk would be great. Alexandra and I made to leave, and my mother tried to pack as many leftovers as possible for her.
Alexandra, dear, you must come over again soon. It was just so great to have you.
Yeah, we'd be happy to have you again.
Thank you. I'd be really happy to come again.
With a drawn-out goodbye and with many promises made about seeing each other again, Alexandra and I finally left carrying containers of leftovers. Of course, I knew what a Thor mansion was, but Alexandra was going to utilize their secret passage, and I didn't know what that was. Alexandra didn't want me to know for the sake of her secret. Your parents are really funny, Nick. That's one way to put it.
I mean, serious. I'm jealous. I never got to be part of something like that. Your parents really care about you,
I know they do. I wasn't really sure how to respond given Alexandra's family. Ideally, we could get Alexandra away from the Thorns, but how could that happen? Just storm the gates? Tell my uncle and stage a police takeover? Scream about my love for her at the front of the mansion? I didn't trust myself around the topic of her family, so I changed the subject. So, you want to know about Charlotte and Jennifer? Oh, I already knew about them. Walburn and Terrence told me everything. We don't talk about Charlotte and Jennifer cheating on you with another guy for 3 weeks. Nick, you've taken so many L's. What is this? It was probably sooner than that, to be honest. I think she dated me to try and get the other guy jealous. Did you love her? Not really. I don't even think I really liked her that much. Then why'd you go out with her? Good question. We were talking, and as we got to know each other, it just seemed natural. It just seemed like the next step, like I was running through the motions. She didn't respond, and we walked in silence for a bit, taking in the night air. I loved nighttime, and loved it even more with Alexandra. The two of us belonged under the stars. I was just teasing when I asked about your previous girlfriends. What I really wanted to ask about was Jenny. Jenny? Yeah, what's between you two? She's my neighbor. We used to hang out a lot when we were kids. And you don't now?
Nope, We haven't hung out much since middle school. She's busy with basketball. Warburton has a crush on her, and she knows about it, but she isn't interested in relationships right now. Alexandra walked a bit further in silence. I sensed an opportunity to get to do the teasing for once. What, you jealous? Maybe a little. I wasn't expecting honesty, so I didn't know what to say. I would have liked to have known you for as long as she has. I never really had an opportunity to have history with others, good or bad. We returned to silence. There was a part of me that was like, you dummy, just go tell her you like her. But I also recognized that things would never be easy for us. As long as she was a thorn, there was an obstacle between us. Neither of us talked about it, but we both knew it. Hey, Alexandra, I know this is a long shot, but do you think it's possible that I'll ever meet your family? She stopped in front of me. Or am I going to have to hide that you're a thorn forever? She turned to face me. Because I will if I have to, but I'd rather it not come to that. I decided to be a little brave, if also a little stupid. Alexandra, do you want to be a thorn? She started a bit, surprised by my bold question. I continued. My uncle, you know he's a detective. Well, if I told him about you and you stayed with us while he worked, maybe he could do something. He could potentially force the thorns to say something. You know, make them acknowledge you. Either they say you're a part of the family or they ignore you. In either case, you would have your freedom. Alessandra stared at me and then gave me a laugh. Given the build-up, I thought you were going to suggest something more heroic than running to the authorities. You're the one who told me to make myself useful and whisk you away. So was that a yes or no to being whisked away? Asking the cops for help doesn't really count as whisking me away. She took a step closer to me. It was dark out, but even in the darkness, I could make out her face. She looked back into mine. You don't have to take me away. I'll come to you. I can't tell you everything about the thorns. I'm sorry. But you should know that this state of affairs won't continue. I won't let it. So, I know this isn't much to go on, but please be patient. I won't stay hidden forever, I promise. Be patient. Easier said than done. Okay, I'll try. At least I won't change the front gate. At least I won't charge the front gate. She laughed and the tension between us eased a little. That would be fun in its own way. Assuming I don't get shot. Oh, you definitely get shot. We arrived at the canal front. Just down the steps and a bit of a walk afterwards, and we'd arrive at our usual meeting place, which is where I assumed we'd part for the night. Of all the girls to fall in love with in this town, I had to pick the one who was hiding her identity and whose family was luckily involved with several murders. Those weren't going to be easy barriers to overcome. I decided to take one more step towards overcoming those barriers tonight. I held out my hand to Alexandra. Here, Alexandra, it's dark out and it's dangerous to go down the steps. We'd best be careful. Wouldn't want my parents to kill me for screwing up escorting you home. I was expecting a snide remark at my very obvious excuse for holding her hand, but she just said thanks and gave me her hand. We walked down the steps together, hand in hand. It was our first time holding hands. It saddened me in a way. I considered Alexandra to be my first love, but this wasn't my first time holding hands with a girl. If we hugged, that wouldn't be my first hug with a girl. Alexandra couldn't even be my first kiss. It saddened me because this would all be a first for Alexandra, and it shouldn't have been. We reached the bottom of the steps and kept holding hands until we reached our meeting spot, walking in silence, savoring the moment. Alexandra let go of my hand when we walked under the gazebo. Thanks. I can go the rest of the way on my own. I figured you wouldn't let me see the secret passage. It's for your own good. I can't let you know everything about me. You know my name, my family, my personality, my moves in Uber Ball, the jokes I make, the worries I have, and how my hands feel. A girl has to keep some secrets, you know. Same place and time as usual tomorrow? Sure, sounds good. She smiled and turned around, retreating to the world that I knew nothing about. Hopefully, she'd tell me about that world one day. Yay! We're in the 80s again. Okay. I'm gonna do that here. And let's raid out. Let's see who we can raid out to right now. Oh, Who is live right now? Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, looks like Folgers is live. Looks like he's playing Whisper Mountain Outbreak. And this is gonna be our raid message. Let me put it here. And then feel free to copy and paste the whole message, or you can copy it with the emotes. The emotes are there for those who follow the channel, as well as other really cute ones. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream today. Thank you for the hydrate, honey. Thank you guys so much for coming to stream. Tune in tomorrow, because that's when we are doing our brand new Halloween model debut. And I'm very excited for that. I have some new shit that I want to fucking show you. So be sure to be here tomorrow. I'm likely going to be doing that stream at around maybe like 11 to 12 p.m. PST. Not 11, 12 p.m. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST. That's around the time that I'm going to start. But let's go right out. Be nice, be respectful. Drink water. Eat food. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.